In terms of follow-up and next steps, I think that I don't have to go to this in any detail because, Caroline, you mentioned it this morning and so did Mark. But I think on three different planes, I mean, it's very unlikely we can play a kind of very active role in the referendum. This is about, it's not about party bodies, it's about broad families being able to campaign. But we can keep the website open where you'll find, I think it's right, Mark, the videos of these great speeches that we've heard today. You'll be able to download it if you really feel insomnia at nighttime. And be able to maintain the website open as a means of being able to answer questions. That I know Richard has offered his office to be able to find ways so that we can act as a kind of communicator for those points of view which I think would then be feeling people, they have somewhere to go. And then a newsletter we'll be putting out sometime next month on a regular monthly basis. We're planning as an email newsletter for members of the network so as to be able to have an idea of some of those things going on. So that's in terms of follow-up, at least for now. And then just lastly, I think on the substance issue, 2 points for me which are important, as you nicely put it, Saeed. You know, it's a question of heart and head. It's a question of feeling what you don't know is going to be more than what you're actually experiencing at the moment. And as speakers have said during the day, we haven't yet seen any compelling argument of why we should be out. Well, we're going to be better at. That's why in my foreword I referred to this article by Prospect where they put 12 different points on Brexit. And you go through the 12 and guess what? You don't find any really convincing one. The real convincing one comes of Article 50, is the process of leaving, whereby when you actually have voted to leave, you've gone. And then it'll be somebody else who'll be deciding your future and your relationship. So it's not going to be a walk in the park like some present. It's going to be much, much more difficult. And so I think we will find out about this as we go through the campaign. And the second one is on isolation. As Liam Fox nicely put it in an article which I checked up in the Telegraph 2 months ago, isolation is not an option. Well, if isolation is not an option, how then do you change your things unless you're actually working with others to achieve a whole range of global decisions together? I don't share his obvious conclusion that you have to go off and find a partner yourself. I think the idea of being able to maintain a multilateral system in a multipolar world, working together, we're going to be much better off. And lastly, is my last point. I welcome this idea of a referendum. I'm not like some in the party who, should fear the judgment of people. I think that people understand very clearly what the major issues are. They won't understand the details. One needs to have, in this kind of world, as a founder of the European Internet Forum, you need to have confidence in people to be able to judge it. They want to participate, they want to be there, and we must do what we can to enable that decision to take place in a logical and, I think, a fair kind of way. So the fact that we've been able to be here today, the fact that we've had a fantastic kind of expression of interest, once again, it is thanks to the ECR, as you see that we were here. I couldn't not mention them in my last remarks, so thank you very much, Elsa, for having done everything to make sure that all the technical sides are well. Have a good journey home, and we'll meet again soon. Thank you.